Then welcome to this session about building for the future. I am Hans Christian Carsten. I am the moderator of this session, and I will start making a very short presentation of the participants in the session. And after that, I will make a very short description of what are the challenges we're dealing with. And then I have made an arrangement that the four participants here are making, each of them are making a short statement of their point of views, and then we're going to have a discussion. And if anybody in the audience likes to make a statement or make a question or anything, just put your hand up, and we have a mic, a walking mic in the room, and you can have the word. Okay. The participants here is Martin Manthorpe. Martin, could you?
That's me.
And Martin is working with a large building and construction company called NCC, and you are the Director of Strategy and Business. And I think you're here because you have focus on business development and change management, and you have been head of the NCC's focus on sustainability and the emerging low-carbon market. The second participant here is Tomas Gustavsson. Tomas is a chief strategist of the city of Stockholm, and you have been working a very long time with sustainability, I think. And your focus is still sustainability, but with urban development as a focus matter. And what you're working is sustainability reviews, development of policy, strategy, and action plans. And then we have Signe Cold. Signe is the co-founder of the architect firm called Entasis. It's internationally acclaimed small architectural practice. And in 2007, the practice won the international competition for a new master plan of the Carlsberg site in Copenhagen. Carlsberg is still brewing beer, but not in Copenhagen. And the last participant here is Johan Gijsman. And Johan has a very wide experience in the building industry. You are working with a company called BuildDesk, based in the Netherlands. It's a company in the Rockwool group. And since 2005, Johan has worked to optimize with energy efficiency in buildings, and you have launched several low-energy concepts. I would like to start with making a very short statement about what's going on in the discussion. 285 days ago, the COP15 closed in Copenhagen in this very spot. The result was disappointing, but the world moves on, and the challenges we face demand that we continue to seek action. Decisions must be made, actions must be taken, leading us in the direction of more sustainable cities. Cities stand for 80% of the world's total CO2 emissions. It's necessary to find the solutions that enable cities to reduce energy use, change energy sources, and reduce CO2 emissions. Existing buildings and new city areas under development are relevant in this context. The four members of this session's panel all have detailed knowledge of the complexities of city development. They each bring a distinct professional view of this challenge. It might be somewhere between these different views we have to find the solutions. History is full of decisions and processes that have been rational from either an economic, a planning, or a political perspective. History also holds many decisions that failed the desired development. So the aim of this session is to exchange experiences and views that transcend the various areas of expertise in this field, to develop a shared understanding which incorporate relevant fields, to find the means and the techniques which enable us to make joint and smart decisions. Decisions not only about the single building's sustainability, but how to ensure that each building is interrelated with its users and the surrounding throughout its life circle. None of us here today can handle the challenges of a sustainable city alone. The challenges are so massive that it is necessary for the many different stakeholders to pitch in and contribute, no matter whether the aim is to make a profit, to improve the environment, or to benefit the users and the inhabitants. I have therefore asked these 4 wise members of this panel to each deliver a brief statement about their views of the challenges and possibilities of city development. Where are we now? What problems are particularly important? And how do we solve them intelligently and with future developments in mind? There are indefinite possibilities in city development. Cities are dynamic, filled with commerce, with knowledge and innovation. Cities accommodate resources of all kinds. And in cities, large numbers of people live so close that smart urban development inherently is sustainable development. Then, Johan, I would like you to be the first, making the first statement here. And I just leave the floor for you.
Okay, thank you, Hans Christian, for this introduction. And thank you for inviting me to this session. And after accepting the invitation, the question came up, can you explain about green cities in 3 to 5 minutes? And then it's, yeah, that's impossible, but making a statement, I will do a try. I think what we need to make our cities more green and more sustainable is creativity and passion on all levels. And I shall try to explain it. And first of all, we have the city planning phase. Using the topic of sustainability and energy in the city planning phase is, I think, essential. We have the sun as a great natural reserve, and if we make the orientations of the buildings in the right way, with the right sun shading, etc., we have a big profit already there. But also the use of what's in their direct environment. We know we also have industries coming close to urban areas. Why don't we use the leftover of the heat? We have great examples that this can be great combinations. Also, the use of space is an essential thing, I think. We have renewable energies, we have a growing population, so combining it, I think, is necessary to make a green city. When you go further, the preliminary design and the design phase, you also need this creativity and this passion to make the best out of it. Also financing structures. So I'll give a small detail. Already these days it's possible to make an energy neutral house. And the costs of it, if you look at the total cost of operation, so the financing costs, including the operational costs, are lower than if you build a traditional house. It's very interesting. But where is the creativity, for instance, of the banks, to be a little bit more flexible with mortgages? We can do it if we join forces. And last but not least, the regulations. Also, in every country we have these regulations based on control, etc. But being creative in that, that's also my ask to the politicians. Be creative in that to build the right green city. It's possible, and when we do it in a creative and passionate way, we can do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think your presentation makes it very clear for us that this is quite a complex thing, and we have to deal with a lot of different perspectives on this, and I think that gives us quite a lot of opportunities as well.